Hi guys, welcome to another video. You might be able to hear like my fan like humming in the background. This video was planned like a couple different ways to film, and just I'm doing it this way instead, because I was originally gonna go on like a walk and update you guys and stuff with like one of the babies, you know, one of their like pushchairs. But the pushchair is up in the loft, so that I ruled that one out. And then I was just gonna go on a walk on my own, and I don't really feel like going on a walk today. Just not feeling it, with my anxiety and stuff. So I'm not doing that one. And then I was gonna sit outside since it's somewhat sunny outside, but it doesn't seem to be like a nice breeze out there, and I don't want to be sweating as much as what I already am right now because I'm quite warm at the moment. So I've decided to sit near the patio doors, with my fan on facing me and the door open. But yeah, and plus we also don't have really that many, well, we have one place for me to film, which is the bench, because that's all we've got out there is a bench, since the table and chairs have been thrown since they were gross and needed throwing. So yeah, sitting here. Also don't mind the little like hole fill-in job there that has not been painted over yet. Don't mind that. But yeah, this video is just going to be like an update, talk about stuff and that of what is going on. But yeah, so for I don't know where to start. At the moment where we're at is the house is kind of here, there and everywhere of stuff needing to be done and decorating. I think some rooms of the house are done, some rooms aren't. I think it was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was, I don't know if I said it in a video or not, I think I might have. I was jotting down a list of stuff in the house that just needed doing, and like quick things that needed doing in the house. Some of that stuff has been done, but we still just want to decorate the house and make it look nice and stuff. And that like our kitchen is primarily done. I think our window lock just needs to be sorted out, since the lock, like the handle lock thing on our kitchen window is a bit dodgy. And then some of like the skirting like thing around our kitchen cabinets need like sorting, but that is not going to be too bad. And then our kitchen's done, lobby is done and sorted, downstairs bathroom is primarily done. I think we just need to do like some silicone around the windowsill. And then like this dining room and the front room haven't really been redecorated since we moved in, but that's kind of where me and my dad are at. I say me and my dad. I will help my dad if he wants any help doing it, but primarily it's just been him doing the decorating. So we are going through all the rooms slowly of redecorating them, since they've only been decorated like once, and that was when we moved in. Whether it just be like a lick of paint on them and our furniture be moved in, which is basically what's happened in the front room and dining room, or it being like fully decorated and rearranged and stuff. But yeah, so we are currently in the process of doing that. I think the hallway at this moment is the thing that's being done the most. So we've got new like floorboards in there, or flooring in there. I guess the floorboards have slightly been changed. So we've got new flooring in there. We've got a nice new rug, which I saw when I came home last week. Stairs have been painted. I don't know if my dad needs to do another coat or not, or he's already done the 2 coats. He needs to replace the carpet on the stairs as well. But yeah, so, and then also replace some of the skirting boards. So yeah, the stuff like that and other rooms like upstairs that need doing. Like my room is primarily sorted out since my dad sorted out my floorboard the week before, 2 weeks ago. So I've just got a little bit of like painting that needs to be done in my room, while sanding and then painting. But yeah, so doing that. I also need to organise my room a bit, since my room is getting messy again. So I need to do that. It's primarily just, I probably do need to do a clear out of some of the baby stuff, since they've got a lot of stuff, or just find a better way to organise it all and do that. I also want to organise my bedside unit and go through that. That was the door making noise, if you could hear that. And just do stuff like that in my room. So I think the next few weeks or months or so will be sorting out the house and just tidying it and going through it and stuff. But the last, I want to say around a month or so, I want to say it was the end of June, towards the end of June, my sister started moving out, or it could have been the start of this month actually. She started moving out because we were sorting out the place, but most of my sister's things have been moved out. That bed frame's still here since we haven't got around to doing that yet, but majority of her stuff is out of the house, well, out of her bedroom anyway, to say the least. And it is weird going in there with like the bed frame being put down, ready to be transported and stuff. It is weird. But yeah, also don't know what we're doing with that room. I think my dad's just gonna decorate it and then turn it into like a guest bedroom kind of thing, for if my nan and granddad want to come around, instead of them staying in a hotel, which they normally do. They can stay in my sister's room, and then whenever they wake up, if they want to come downstairs and get a drink, they can. Because they normally, well, they used to stay in my bedroom, and then I'll get kicked out of my room and go into my sister's room and stay with her, in her room. And that because my room was the biggest and also the cleanest most of the time and tidiest. So they just used to take my room and that. But now, and then they started just going to a hotel instead. But if they don't want to go to a hotel, they can stay in my sister's old room. But yeah, so that's been happening the last few times as well. I now have I have 4 reborns, reborn babies from Christmas, obviously. I am saving up to get a 5th one because I really want a silicone one, like a full silicone one, because I just feel like that would be so cute, because I've got 2 3-month-old ones. I think I've done a video on my reborns anyway, but I've got obviously 2 0 to 3 month ones. Well, they fit 0 to 3 month clothing, so they're around like 3 months old. And then I've got a preemie, and then I don't know what size the other one is. They fit like kind of preemie, newborny kind of clothes. So then I've got that one. And so I kind of want to get a silicone baby, because I feel like it would already come somewhat weighted as a baby because it's going to be silicone, and then you can also like bath them as well. And I also feel like if I get a boy one, then obviously my Jax, my reborn baby boy, won't be the only boy. But yeah, so I'm saving up for that and doing that. I've kind of put a halt on pre-filming videos at the moment. I think I've only got 1 video that's pre-filmed. Normally I'm up to date with like pre-filming videos and getting videos out and stuff. Not really doing that at the moment. I think I've slowly like lost my motivation, but I'm slowly getting there. Update on my book, TBR, still got the 6 books on my TBR from this year's TBR anyway. I've still got 2 blind dates with the books on there, and then 2 other books which go along with one of the blind dates with the book that I need to read. And then I've bought the second book in the series of the Never, I want to say it's like Never Say Never or something series. The one where my 5-star this year, which was called, oh, what was it called? Let me see if I can find it. But I bought the second book in that series, which is, Not How I Saw That Going. I think is the one that I read, which is a 5-star. Because I got Not On Your Life the other day. Yes, the Never Say Never series. Yeah, Not How I Saw That Going. So obviously I read that one in my reading. My name determines my reading, my books that I read. And that was a 5-star. There was a second book in that series, which is Not On Your Life or something like that. Yeah, Not On Your Life. So I got that book in the mail yesterday. So I kind of want to read that this year as well somewhere, but I feel like I should probably read my blind dates with the book first and the rest of my TBR, since we are in July, and then add any other random books that I want to read and go from there. So yeah, I've still got quite a few books on my TBR to go, but I feel like over half of my TBR has been read anyway, so we are doing good. I don't think I have anything majorly planned anymore for the rest of the year, obviously apart from like filming videos and stuff, but I've got like no like event or anything to really like go to, or anything like a holiday or something planned for the rest of the year. That was all towards the start of this year, or like a few months ago anyway. So I've literally just got time to chill and relax at home and watch TV and stuff. But yeah, updates on stuff that I'm watching at the moment. I feel like this is just an update on everything on video. Star Wars, I haven't got back to watching it yet with my dad, but when we next watch it, we'll be starting Star Wars Resistance, or The Resistance or something like that, I think it's called, which is a series. So we've just got that to watch, and then the last 3 movies in that franchise. So that's, I think that's a plane. I can't like see it, like a thunder cloud kind of thing, so I think that's a plane flying over. Not that I can see a plane either. But yeah, so where was I? I was on about Star Wars. So yeah, so we've got the 2 seasons of The Resistance or whatever it's called, and then the last 3 movies. So I feel like we could probably like breeze through that in like a month or so, to do that. And then my Marvel marathon, I haven't watched it within when did I even start it? Was it this year I started it? I want to say it was like years, like the end of last year I want to say I started it, or the very beginning of this year. It just seems like ages ago. But yeah, so I'm still in between the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think I watched the first one, so I'm just on the second one now of that series, that like marathon. But I feel like I might as well finish that marathon once I finish Star Wars, and then I also need to go through with my dad to see if there's anything on my Marvel marathon that he wants to watch as well, because I feel like some of the TV shows and stuff on there we haven't seen. So I might go through them and be like, is there any of this that you want to watch as well? And then when I get to that point in the marathon, then be like to my dad, do you want to watch this? So I feel like that is a thing that needs to be done. But yeah, I haven't really got that far with that. My Criminal Minds, I think I'm near the start actually. I don't think I'm midway through it yet. I'm on season 9 of that, so I've got till, I think it's season 11. I think season 11, season 13. No, I think it's season 11. Till I watch this Beyond Borders one. Or is it Suspect Behaviours? No, I think it's Beyond Borders. I think I watched Suspect Behaviours. So until I watch the spin-off, so I've got a few more seasons left till I get to that point. But I am getting there with that. Since I'm on season 9 out of, how many seasons is there? I think there's 18 or something now, I think. So I'm doing good with that. With the whole 911 franchise, the original 911 show, which is like the LA one, but it's just called 911, I'm up to date on now, which is great. Sad towards the end, but great. I finished it on my birthday, I think. Or was it the day after my birthday? The last season. Well, the recent season anyway, since they're going to start filming another season soon. Then the spin-off of that, which is the 911 Lone Star, which I think is Austin, I think it's filmed in. I'm still on the first season of that because I was always umming and ahhing between if I wanted to watch it. I started watching it a while ago and then haven't got back into doing it because then I started watching Criminal Minds. So I think there's only 5 seasons of that show, and then it was like cancelled. So I don't know if they're gonna like bring it back onto ABC, which I think is the American network that do it now, because it was originally Fox and then ABC took the first 911, the original, and that, and Fox still done Lone Star, and now Fox is stopping at Lone Star, so I don't know if ABC are gonna take Lone Star or not, and that, but yeah, so I need to watch them 5 seasons of that. And then obviously there's the new one coming out, which is 911 Nashville, which is ABC, I think. I'm not sure. I watch it on Disney Plus anyway, since obviously I'm not in America, so yeah. But I think I want to watch try and watch all of Lone Star before Nashville comes out, or before I at least start Nashville. 911 Nashville, I think that will be a good plan and good thing to do. So I need to crack on and do that. But yeah, videos for the rest of the year are all planned. I think next week's I might need to rearrange, because it's a reading video. Well, it's one of my blind dates with the book, but because the book that I got in it was kind of like a book towards the end of a series, or near the end of a series, I kind of needed to read the first like few books in that series. So, and I'm like not even on that book yet, so I feel like I'm gonna need to swap it around with another book to be able to do that and go from there. So I need to do that. But yeah, but that, I think that is mainly the update of like random stuff. But the rest of the videos and stuff have been filmed. I think there's only one video that I need to buy some stuff for, which is a video that I had to swap over anyway, which is just buying some ribbon for it to see if it works the way I want it to work. If not, then I will literally just use some like elastic string or something. But I have everything else, I just need to buy some ribbon for it. But yeah, so I need to do that. I can hear some other humming and I don't know what it is. And it's really weird. I don't even know if it's inside the house or outside. It's kind of like a humming as if like a phone was ringing or not, or something, but the only phone inside the house that I know of is my phone. And it's not my phone. I don't know, that's really throwing me off. Anyway, anywho, what was I on about? I feel like I keep going on to something else, like something random that throws me off something, and then I forget the topic that was on. Videos, wasn't I? So yeah, so I just have that, but the other rest of videos are done. I do need to plan to do some things in December, because obviously I'm going to do Vlogmas again. I'm going to try and do daily Vlogmas, even though I don't really do much on like December and stuff. So I might try and do like plan something to do every like other day or something. So try and figure out like 12 things to do in December to film and stuff. Let me try and move this angle because I'm moving around all over the place. But yeah, try and do that or something. But yeah, I just feel like this is just me chatting about every single random thing. But yeah, so I'm rambling on for ages. I think the only thing left for me to talk about is like health-wise, and there's like nothing wrong health-wise. I do need to book a doctor's appointment though. That is like one thing I need to do, which you guys probably don't really need to know or need to care about, but there is a doctor's appointment I need to make somewhere, and I actually need to get my finger out and actually book one, to do with my anxiety and stuff. It's nothing like really bad or anything. I just need to book one to have some form of like note about my anxiety, to take to like the meetings that I'm going to every week, which I'm gonna leave like private of what the meeting is about, and that I just don't wanna like talk about that situation unless I'm like saying a meeting, so I'm just gonna say meetings like what I've been saying in vlogs and stuff. But yeah, so I've got a meeting every week for I think the first 10 weeks, and then after that it goes to every fortnight, a meeting. But yeah, so I've got to book a doctor's appointment for that and go about my anxiety and stuff and get a note on that. But what I might try and do is see if my dad can either go with me, or I can book one online or one over the phone, and see if my dad can do it with me as I do it, because I don't really understand what I'm meant to be like doing, I guess, in this doctor's appointment. So yeah, don't really understand it kind of thing, but I need to do that. But my anxiety has kind of been fine at the moment. It's just with my motivation and doing these like meetings that I have to do every week, which I think I'm now on like my 5th one this week. I think this week might be my 5th, and that's because I've done one. The first one I went with my dad, and then 2 afterwards I went on my own. So yeah, first one was with my dad, the second 2 were on my own, and then the 4th one was over the phone. So yeah, this will be my 5th one I'm going to this week. And yeah, my motivation for actually doing stuff and leaving the house has literally dropped from doing this, and that I'm not wanting to do anything or even leave the house, whereas I think before doing this I was more motivated in trying to leave the house. I don't like leaving the house anyway, but if my dad or my sister went, do you want to do this, I was more up for it than I am now. Obviously there were still times where I'd say no to going or whatever, like going to the shops or whatever, but after doing these meetings I'm just like, I don't want to leave. like, I'm good. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that and stuff. So yeah. But my anxiety hasn't been that bad at the moment. I think I still have like moments where I'm extremely anxious and my heart rate full on starts racing. But it's been somewhat manageable at the moment, so it's not as bad. And I haven't felt like breaking down and crying over anything, so I'm taking that as a win. I haven't had a moment where I've just randomly wanted to cry, so that is all good. But yeah, I don't think there is anything really else to update you guys on at the moment. But I thought I'd just do like one random video just to update you guys on stuff. I don't think there's anything else I need to update you guys on. If there is, if I can think of anything else, I'll just put it in like a vlog or something. But yeah, but I just thought do a different like random video that's separate to my vlogs, so I'm not just saying random stuff randomly in a vlog. There's just like one video out there for like an update kind of thing. But yeah, but I'm still just like chilling at home on days and that, and doing stuff around the house, not like the housework, the washing and stuff like that, and sorting out the bins and stuff. But yeah, just doing that stuff around the house, and then going down to see my nan and granddad every other month, while seeing my grandparents and my mum every other month, and doing that. So yeah, so I will see you guys in Sunday's video, which is going to be a vlog, and then see you guys next Wednesday for another video. I don't know if it's going to be a blind date with a book. If it is, then that's a miracle within a week. If not, it will be, I think I might change it to my morning routine. So it'll either be a morning routine or a miracle if it is a blind date with a book. So it'll be one of the two. See you guys then. Bye.